Before I forgot to tell you, before we dive into the CD-ROMs today, I got to do a real quick video for my top 10. My elbow. What's up, everybody? Here I am, Ezekiel the Third, and I'm going to tell you all about my top 10 games for 2025. Starting off with my number 10 game of the year is Avowed. Yes, Avowed. I know. Man, it was voted as a big disappointment by a lot of different people, and I thought it was great. It was a nice, fun, actiony, arcadey combat game, fantasy combat game. I played a wizard all the way through, and I had a great time. So Avowed is my number 10 game of the year. My number 9 game of the year might be a little biased because I played it with my lady, Classy Katie, Split Fiction. The story was great. The action was great. And of course, you probably heard, but the last 10% of the game is just chef's kiss. It's so good. Number 9, Split Fiction. My number 8 game. This is one of those games that is just fun. It's not the best graphically. It doesn't have the best music. It's fine in both of those respects. But Mega Bonk, my number 8 game of the year, is just fun. It's just you can jump in and go. You don't need much explanation. You don't need a lot of skill to get started. I think the main draw of the game is unlockables. It's just it very simple controls as well. You're just moving and jumping. So Mega Bonk, really fun. Number 8. Number 7, Routine. You're alone on a moon base and you have to figure out what happened, what's happening. The monsters or enemies or whatever you want to call them, they're really ominous, like especially when you can hear them and stuff like that. It's the atmosphere of the game is, if you're a sci-fi fan or you're a fan of like movies like Alien or games like Alien Isolation, it really tickles you in the right spot, if you know what I'm saying. Number 6, not a lot to say about this one because it's already been said probably about the first one, but Hades 2. It's a great game and it's great. It's, in my opinion, not quite as good as the first, but it's still very, very good and very, very much worth playing. The only complaint I ever had about the game was like the weapons I didn't jive with the weapons all that well. The script, voice acting, art style, everything, top notch. Number 5 game of the year. Not a lot of people saw me play this because I played a bunch of it off stream. Dune Awakening was my number 5 game of the year. I was kind of not super enjoying myself for the first, 10 hours. It was okay. And people were telling me, and I'm going to tell you this, get to the Ornithopter. It'll be such a better experience because once you get or build an Ornithopter, it's so much better and it's so much fun. My number 4 game of the year, probably due to also doing most of it co-op, Borderlands 4. I know. No, don't. Hear me out. I had the same problems that everyone had. If you've played the other Borderlands, I can say this to you. It's very Borderlands-y, which, a lot of people complained that the third one wasn't so much. This one is, and I really, really liked it. And I even enjoyed, for the first time in a long time, I enjoyed grinding. I grinded bosses for weapons I wanted, and I didn't mind spending time doing that because the drops are so satisfying once you get the thing you want. So, Borderlands 4, my number 4 game of the year. My number 3 game of the year, weird one, but I'm a weird guy. My number 3 game of the year, Revenge of the Savage Planet. What can I say about this game? This game just matches my sense of humor. It's very high on life, very Rick and Morty, very absurdist, sci-fi, jokey. If for nothing else, play the game for the commercials. And I know. What? Commercial? Yes. I also had fun playing the game, which a lot of people had meh feelings about. I liked it. I personally enjoyed it a lot, and I enjoyed the environment that it was in, and it was great. Revenge of the Savage Planet, a ridiculous sci-fi, jokey adventure. Number 2, probably comes as no surprise if you've been to my stream. I've talked about it a lot. My number 2 game of the year, Dispatch. Dispatch was, as far as scripting, voice acting, timing, all of that stuff. As near perfect as you can get, in my opinion. It was funny. It was heartbreaking. It was intense. It ran the gamut of emotions. I teared up. I laughed. Teared up. I cried. I literally cried. Man, it's a great game. It does have not a lot of people talking about the gameplay because the gameplay kind of took a backseat to the story of the game. But the gameplay of it is, if you ever played This Is the Police, it's a management game where you send your superheroes to different places to solve crimes and solve different problems here and there and stuff like that. And they all have their own abilities, and there's an RPG element where they gain, skill points that you can put in charisma and strength or combat and so on. It's fun. I really wish they would have kind of gone deeper with that, but it's the only kind of average point of the game is the game itself, the gameplay aspect. It's good, it's solid, but it's nothing super special. What's super special about it is, like I said, the story, the acting, the writing, all of that, everybody. And people like Aaron Paul, Jeffrey Rush, they just crushed it. So, Dispatch, second game, number 2 game of the year. All right, and my number 1 game of the year, don't worry, we're almost done. My number 1 game of the year, probably on a lot of people's radar, was Expedition 33. That's right. A dark horse. I'm kidding. It wasn't. I bounced off of Expedition 33, actually. Number 1 game of the year is actually Blueprints. Yes, Blueprints. The puzzle roguelike game. Now, last year, I think my game of the year was Pacific Drive. And there was one specific reason that outshone all the other reasons, and it's the same for Blueprints. As far as immersiveness goes, when I was playing Blueprints, there was almost nothing else going on. The world fell away, and Blueprints was my entire world. I was making notes. I was using my brain meat. I was thinking about little clues here and there. I was thinking about the kind of storyline that they give you. They piece you into this little underlying politics storyline that they have going on, mixed in with puzzles. And it was such a unique way to present a story, a riddle, a puzzle. And there's a certain amount of RNG, which feeds the gambling nature inside of me as well. You're waiting for one specific room and you don't get it and you get so mad, but once you get it, you're so happy. And then when you finally get to one of the many endings, there's more game. The first time you get to an ending, you realize there's still 3/4 of the game still undiscovered. Man, what a great game. And what an immersive experience, and what a unique way to bring it out into the world. Blueprints, my number 1 game of the year. All right, thank you guys for watching. Whether you agree or disagree, I don't care, because these are my favorite games of the year. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm out. All right.